Hey everyone, thank you for joining. Today's healthy low back class, is going to incorporate some of the warrior poses to help with our hip mobility and to build more strength in our legs, which will in turn help to keep our low back healthy. But let's say those toward the end of class. We're going to begin on our backs. Let's go ahead and lie onto your back. Now, it might feel better for you to lay with your knees bent. It might feel better for you to have your legs straight. Either way is good. Whatever's more comfortable for you and, of course, for your low back. Just take a moment here though to allow the floor to take your body weight. Relax your jaw. Allow your upper and lower rows of teeth to separate. So feel your tongue widen inside your mouth. Soften the little muscles around your eyes, and then just begin to notice your breath without controlling it or shaping it. First, take a moment to feel its rhythm. Just feel the body breathe. All right, then if your knees are bent, go ahead and slide them out so they're straight, legs are on the floor. And press into your heels so it feels like you're in a standing pose. At the same time, now turn your palms to face down just outside your hips. And begin now to lengthen your breath. So just lightly engage your throat like you're narrowing a valve, which will help you to lengthen the breath. And something like a 5-second exhale and a 5-second inhale would be great. Breathe through your nose, but preferably now begin to hear the breath moving in and out of your throat. Okay, now the next time you inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. At the same time, point your toes so you feel the arches of your feet engage. Keep inhaling until the backs of your hands are on the floor behind you. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down again and press into your heels. Keep exhaling until your palms are on the floor again. And repeat. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Point your toes. Keep inhaling until the backs of your hands touch the floor. Exhale as you bring your arms down. Press into your heels. Keep exhaling until your palms are on the floor. Let's do that 5 more times. Linking each movement to one breath, but stretching the breath so it lasts a little bit longer than the movement does. And just like the breath has a smoothness to it, make sure the movements do as well. Avoid any quick, choppy movements. One more time. And let's continue with some dynamic bridging. So when you exhale, bring your arms down, but now also bend your knees so the soles of your feet are on the floor about hip width. And then as you inhale, press your feet down, engage your glutes, lift your hips in, lift your arms. Keep inhaling like earlier until the backs of your hands are on the floor behind you, but now hips up nice and high. As you exhale, slowly lower your arms and your hips back to the floor. And repeat. As you inhale, press your feet down, engage your glutes, lift your hips, lift your arms. Keep inhaling until the backs of your hands are on the floor behind you. Exhale as you slowly lower everything down. Let's try that a few more times. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Alright, good. Now this time, once your hips are down, keep them down. We'll just do one more little movement here in the supine position. We'll do some windshield wipers. So for today, a little different, have your feet together. Bring your feet together, arms out like a T with your palms facing up. Now, as you exhale, just slowly drop your knees to the left, turn your head to the right, and turn your right palm down. When you inhale, bring your knees back up and look up, both palms face up too. This exhale, drop your knees to the right, turn your head to the left, and turn your left palm down. And let's keep doing that. Whenever you inhale, you're looking up and your knees are pointing up. When you exhale, drop your knees to one side and turn your head to the other. Moving slowly, breathing slowly and smoothly as well. Alright, once you've gone on both sides in equal number of times, come back to the center and draw your knees in toward your chest. Just make a circular motion with them so you massage your lower back on the floor a bit. You can make small circles, make big circles, whatever feels better for you. And then reverse it, go the other direction. Alright, great. Let's work our way up to our hands and knees. We'll go through some kind of modified kneeling salutations. So from all fours, inhale here and extend your spine so your sternum moves away from your navel. And then as you exhale, sit back toward your heels in the child pose. Then inhale back up to all fours, lift your chest, look forward, extend your spine. And now curl your toes under so you can exhale back into down dog. Inhale to your hands and knees, extend your spine. Exhale to child's pose, tighten your abdomen on the way back. Inhale up to all fours, extend your spine. And then exhale to down dog. Now as you move to down dog, don't worry about your legs getting straight. Keep your heels up the floor, keep your knees bent even, but do focus on lifting your hips nice and high. Let's keep moving through that sequence now. Inhalations around your hands and knees, and you're focusing on moving your sternum away from your navel, so your spine extends. Exhalations just alternate between child's pose and down dog. 5 seconds for the exhale, 5 seconds for the inhale, or something close to that. Breathing through your nose, or maybe hearing the breath move in and out of your throat. Okay, now the next time you're on your hands and knees, let's just stay there. Let's just meet here in this variation of table pose. And we'll do some bird dogs next. Now we gotta do at least a few bird dogs in the healthy low back class. So from here, as you inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg up. As you lift your right arm and left leg, avoid shifting your hips to the side. Keep your hips centered. Then when you exhale, bring your hand and knee down again. This inhale, lift your left arm and right leg up. But again, avoid shifting your hips to the side. Keep them centered. And let's keep doing that. So whenever you inhale, you lift the opposite arm or leg. When you exhale, bring them back down. Nice and smoothly. No need to rush. We have plenty of time. Now this next time you lift your right arm and left leg up, keep them up. Right arm, left leg. Hips in the center. Point your right thumb to the ceiling. Lift your left inner thigh away from the floor. Stay here. Practice your breathing. Great. Change sides. Left arm and right leg up. Okay, great. Hands knees back on the floor. Inhale here. And let's move back into downward dog. And like I mentioned earlier, don't worry about your heels getting to the floor. Don't even worry about getting your legs straight. But do worry about tilting your hips forward and lifting them nice and high. Relax your neck. Press your chest toward your toes. Take a few breaths here. All right. Now, step your right foot forward to your right thumb. We're going to come into a lunge next. So when you do that, your right foot is going to be pretty close to the right edge, the right side of the mat, I guess I should say. Have your left foot, though, more closer to the left edge of your mat. And then when you turn your left heel down, it's kind of in the center of the mat widthwise. So all that means is there should be a little width between your heels in this pose. Left toe slightly angled out. Okay, now from here, stand all the way. We're going to prepare for Warrior One, or Virabhadrasana 1. First though, you might need to readjust your feet so you can really square off the low part of your rib cage for the front edge of your mat. So right here in the very lowest part of your rib cage, make sure the left side of the low rib cage is as far forward as the right side is. Again, if not, you might need to readjust your feet a little bit to set that up. Once you set that up, bring your arms down and just hold one of your wrists behind your hips. So the backs of your hands are resting on your sacrum. Sacrum is that triangular bone just above your temple. We're not going to incorporate the arms just yet. We're going to focus more on the lower body. So keep your left heel, your back heel, really heavy like an anchor. Keep squaring off your rib cage in the front edge of your mat. Now as you inhale, bend your front knee, sink your hips. Keep grounding through your back heel all at the same time. And then as you exhale, straighten your front leg. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend your front knee, sink your hips, but keep grounding through your back heel. And then exhale, straighten your leg. Try that a few more times. Nice and slow. Nice and smooth. Okay, now let's incorporate our arms. Next time you inhale, bend your front knee, sink your hips, but reach your arms forward and up as well. And so kind of more traditional Warrior One. Then when you exhale, arms down, front leg straight. Heavy back heel, inhale, bend your front knee, sink your hips, reach your arms up. Exhale, legs straight and arms down. Try that a few more times. Now this time let's stay in warrior one. So make sure, of course, that your front knee is stacked over your right ankle and not collapsing inward. Arms up overhead, keep grounding through your back heel. Keep squaring off your low rib cage to the front edge of your mat. Keep breathing. Alright, bring your hands to the floor and let's just transition back to down dog at your own pace. Just take a few breaths in down dog, readjust here. And then let's change sides. So now step your left foot forward to your left thumb. Make sure that foot's a little further to the left. Then turn your right heel down, the right heel in kind of in the center of the mat widthwise, right toe slightly angled out. Stand all the way up, readjust your feet if necessary, so you can square off the low part of your rib cage toward the front edge of your mat. Okay, real heavy back heel, hold the wrist behind your hips. We'll go right into the side. So as you inhale, bend your front knee, stack it over your ankle, sink your hips, keep grounding your back heel. Then exhale, straighten your front leg. Do that a few more times. When you inhale, you sink into this, basically a lunge, a warrior type lunge. And exhalation, straighten both legs. Okay, now let's incorporate the arm movement. As you inhale, sink your hips, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms down, both legs straight. Yeah, keep going like the first side. Keep your right heel, your back heel there is really heavy. Make sure when you bend your front knee, it stacks over your ankle. Low part of your rib cage still squared off to the front edge of your mat. One more time. And this time let's stay here. Stay in the pose, practice your breathing. Okay, good. Now bring your hands to the floor. When you're ready, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Have your feet at least hip width, maybe even wider. Have your knees at least a little bit bent so your thighs can support your torso. And then once your thighs are supporting the weight of your torso, cross your arms. And allow the weight of your arms and head to decompress your spine a bit. Okay, now keep your knees at least a little bit bent as you bring your hands to your hips. And with a strong back, inhale up to stand. All right, good. Now, let's work on warrior two. So open your feet nice and wide. Once your feet are wide, have your, let's say this is your left foot. Have your left foot, the outer edge of your left foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Turn your right toes to the front of your mat. Okay, now we're gonna keep our arms down again. We'll incorporate the arms later. A lot of times in standing poses, if you use the arms right away, people forget about their lower body. So let's really focus on the lower body. Just bring your hands to your hips. Now, go ahead and bend your right knee. As you bend your right knee, stack it over your ankle. It's kind of difficult to see from the angle you're at the angle of your legs. You want to make sure your right knee isn't collapsing inward this way. Let me show you a different angle. You want to avoid this happening. You want to make sure your knee is bending the same direction your big toe is pointing. Okay, so from here, just bend your right knee, your hands are on your hips, And focus on sinking your tailbone towards the floor. You might need to readjust your feet a little bit, that's fine. All right, then straighten that leg in. Just like we did the first side. As you inhale, bend your right knee, sink your tailbone toward the floor. Keep an eye on that knee, make sure it's not collapsing inward. You should feel something going on the insides of your thighs, right? Then straighten the front leg. Do that maybe 5 more times. Nice and smoothly with the breath. Focus on your lower body here. And after the 5th or 6th time, let's stay in the pose. Bend your right knee so it stacks over your ankle. So the outer edge of that left foot over there parallel to the back edge of your mat. Sink your hips. Finally now, arms out like a T. At first though, look toward your back hand. Look toward your left hand. Keep sinking your hips, keep breathing. Okay, now look forward over your right hand, over your front hand. Take a few more breaths. Alright, good. Straighten both legs. Make your feet look more parallel to each other. Readjust here in the center. And we'll change sides. Now have the outer edge of your right foot parallel to the other edge of your mat, the front edge in this case. Turn your left toes out, so your left big toe is pointing toward the back edge of your mat. Hands on your hips. Inhale here. Exhale here, then about 5 or 6 times. Inhale, bend your left knee, sink your tailbone toward the floor. Stack your knee over your ankle. And then when you exhale, straighten. Let's try that at your own pace. Smoothly, slowly. Now after the 5th or 6th time, let's stay in the pose. Once your lower body feels really stable and set in the pose nicely, bring your arms out like a T. Look towards your back hand, look towards your right hand first, take a few breaths. Then look over your left hand, take a few more breaths. Okay, great. Both legs straight. Make your feet look parallel to each other. Bring your hands to your hips again. Now inhale as you look up, lift your chest. As you exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the floor. Let your knees bend. So you can get your hands to the floor easily. Let's take a breath or 2 here. Knees bent. And then let's face the front of your mat again now. Face the front of your mat and come into plank pose with your ankles crossed. So cross your ankles. You can be on your hands or forearms, but cross your ankles and squeeze your thighs together. Engage your abdomen so you draw the fronts of your low ribs in a bit. Take a few breaths here. And then change the cross of your ankles. Take a few breaths here. Uncross your ankles, lower all the way to the floor, and just take a moment to relax in the resting crocodile. Let's come into sphinx pose next. So you're on your forearms, elbows under your shoulders. Grip with your hands so you pull your rib cage forward toward the front edge of your mat. At the same time, stretch your big toes toward the back edge of your mat like you're moving your lower and upper bodies in different directions. Okay, now assuming this won't bother your lower back, now bend your knees and make a circular motion with your feet and shins. If it bothers your lower back, though, skip that part. Whichever way though, whichever one you're doing, keep resisting your hips down into the floor. Especially if you're doing the circles with your feet and shins, keep your hips down. And reverse it, go the other direction. Okay, good. And feet back to the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders, just push up to all fours. And let's return to child's pose. Keep your knees about shoulder width, hips towards your heels, forehead toward the floor. Breathe into your back here. Let's come up to seated and just for 1 minute, come into any comfortable seated posture. Just for a minute, any comfortable seated posture. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, take a moment for observation. Bring your palms together. Take one last moment here to enjoy the peace you've created through the practice. So to rub your palms together, create a little heat in your hands. Once we build some heat, rest them over your eyes, feel it moving in, recharging your senses. Take one last smooth, slow breath in here. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed class. Have a fantastic day, and I hope I get to see you again soon.